Look at everyone around you. What do you see? You see mediocrity. You see mindless action and unwillingness to challenge themselves and the inability to delay gratification. Most people don't have any habits that push them forward or push them beyond average, and it's not like they haven't tried. Everybody at some point has tried to build a habit that would improve their life, but the majority of people can't make it stick. And since they can't make it stick, they don't benefit from it, so they stop trying to build it and they stay stuck in mediocrity. You see, to stop being average, to get better than average, you have to build non-average habits and give it time. So you need two things. You need a habit that is beneficial and that most people don't have, and you need to be able to make it stick. Which brings into question, how do you build beneficial habits that last? Life through the lens of goals. You live your life in accordance with the goals that you have set, whether you have set them unconsciously or consciously. So in every situation, you will see the desired outcome that will help you achieve the goal that you have consciously or unconsciously set for that situation. A classic example of this is when someone says they're so anxious that they can't leave their bedroom. That person is insecure. So they have the goal of remaining inside, hidden away from the scrutiny of the world. This causes their brain to manifest the feeling of anxiety that stops them from leaving their room so that they can achieve the goal of being hidden from the world. Now, this doesn't mean that their anxiety isn't real. It just means that they are the creator of their anxiety in order to help them achieve a goal they have for this certain outcome. Now, you're human. You're goal and routine orientated. So you will automatically create and fall into routines and habits that create progress towards the goals that you have. And you always have goals that you want to achieve. The problem here is that your goals might be conscious, but more than likely they're unconscious. And for the average person, all of their goals are unconsciously set. They haven't taken the time to figure out what they want, so their subconscious mind creates their goals for them. And since you're hardwired for the path of least resistance so that you can conserve as much energy as possible, these goals are going to be mindless. They're going to be goals that don't require effort or challenge and are full of instant gratification. They are pleasurable now, but they're damaging later. So for example, if you are too anxious to leave your room and never go out inside the world, that anxiety is great right now because it is protecting you from the judgment and the scrutiny of the world that you're trying to hide from. But if you don't leave your room, how can you expect to build meaningful relationships, make progress in your career, or whatever else? It is damaging in the long run. And if your goals are unconsciously set by your primal brain, the habits that you fall into to help you achieve those goals will also be unconsciously set by your primal brain. And if they're not consciously set, that means they're mindlessly set, which means you'll fall into the path of least resistance again. So both your macro view of life, your goals, and your micro view of life, your day-to-day habits, are dragging you down this path of instant pleasure and delayed damage. But once you understand this concept of viewing your life through the lens of your goals, building habits becomes surprisingly easy. Your life is a result of your habits, the things you do every day, and your habits are aligned with the goals that you've either consciously or unconsciously set. So your habits won't change unless your goals change and you drill that goal into your subconscious mind. If you want to stop being average, you have to build beneficial habits that stick over time. If you want to build beneficial habits that stick over time, you have to consciously set goals that will improve your life. Set meaningful goals. So every action you take is guiding you towards a particular goal that you have. That goal could be something small like stopping you feeling the hunger that you feel right now, a goal that you haven't consciously set. Or that goal could be something like build $1 million company, a goal that you have consciously set. But even the small goals like removing hunger are affected by the bigger goals that you're aiming for over the long term. If you have consciously set the bigger goal of losing fat, you will treat the smaller goal of removing your hunger much differently than if you have not consciously set that goal of losing fat. The actions you'll take in response to that small, unconsciously set goal will massively differ, which day by day means the habits that you have massively differ and the results you get and the life you live widely differ. For that reason, you need big goals that you consciously set that act as filters for the smaller goals in your day-to-day that you don't consciously set. Now, you'll know by now that I'm a massive proponent of everyone having these three bigger goals. A physical goal, so something like gain 10 pounds of muscle. A financial goal, for example, consistently earn 10k a month. Purpose-related goal, something related to the impact you want to make. Goals in these three areas will ripple into every single area of your life, influencing the smaller unconscious goals of each area, improving your habits and actions on a broader scale and improving your damn life. But these goals also need to be meaningful. If they don't add up to your dream life or you becoming all you could be, the goal doesn't have enough significance for you to consciously pursue it for a long enough enough period of time to achieve it, nor does it have enough meaning for you to do the damn work that you know you need to do, whether you feel like it or not. So make sure that the goals you're setting in them 3 areas are meaningful, and you're not just setting them because they sound cool or you think other people will be impressed if you achieve it. Reverse engineer the goals. By consciously setting meaningful goals that improve your life, you to some degree automatically create habits and actions that will also improve your life. But there's always going to be that primal part of your brain that's trying to drag you to that path of least resistance, especially if you don't actually consciously know what the habits and actions you have to perform to achieve your goals are. So to stop you from falling down the path of least resistance and the path of delayed damage, you need to reverse engineer your goals down into daily actions. This will create clarity around the habits and the actions that you need to perform to achieve the goals that you've consciously set. And since the goals that you've consciously set are meaningful, these habits and actions will also be meaningful. You will find them easier to stick to, you will find them more enjoyable to do, and you'll actually want to do them. And this is 90% of the battle with habits. If you can figure out what habits that improve your life are necessary for the goals that you want to achieve and then stick to them, it's only a matter of time before average isn't even a word in your vocabulary. Write down your goal daily. So knowing your goal is one thing. Having your goal ingrained into your subconscious mind is another. When your subconscious mind knows your goal and it's ingrained in there, you subconsciously build habits, take actions, make decisions, and find opportunities that push you towards that goal. It is literally like playing life on easy mode. But printing that goal onto your psyche involves 2 things. 1, meaning. So the goal needs to be meaningful and it needs to be true to you, because if it is not, your psyche will just reject it. It won't value it because you consciously know deep down that that goal has no significance. 2, repetition. So you get this repetition that will print the goal onto your subconscious mind through 2 ways. The first is repeating the habits that add up to those goals over time every single day. Because since you have consciously chosen the goals and you've broken the goals down into daily actions, each time you perform those daily actions, each time you perform those habits, it is a reminder of the goal. The second is writing your goal down daily. Now this isn't some sort of woo-woo manifestation crap, it is psychology. If you repeat something enough times to your subconscious mind, it will start to take it on board. And by writing your goal down every single day, you keep it in the front of your conscious mind, but also in the back of your mind and your subconscious mind, which is a damn powerful thing for achieving anything. Plan your day. Even when you know your goal and your habit, both consciously and unconsciously, part of you will always be trying to take the path of least resistance. And since beneficial habits that are going to move you towards your goals require effort and they're challenging, they're tough, there's a lot of energy and friction that is required to complete them, you will be tempted to skip them. And the best way to get around that by far is to plan your day. So plan every single hour of your day and schedule your habits to a set hour. Take your mental plans and turn them into reality by putting them onto paper. And look, this is incredibly simple, but it is the #1 thing I can recommend if you want to be more productive, more accountable, and get shit done, especially when you combine it with everything we've already discussed. Because since the goals and habits are meaningful and you've dedicated a specific allotment of time to complete them, you are going to do them. Now, if you're wondering what is the best way to plan your day, check out the video that I will link at the end of this one. It's the exact system I've used to plan my day for the past 3 years and completely changed my life. It's also the most viewed video on my channel, so you'll enjoy it. Check it out. I will link it at the end of this video. Don't start with the habit, start with the goal. This is exactly how you stop being average. Most people, when they try to build habits, just be like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym, and they start trying to go to the gym. Okay, and then, after a month they quit. But to get beyond average, you have to build beneficial habits that most people don't have and stick with them over time. But to do that, you can't start with the habit. You have to start with the goal, because remember, your habits are dictated by the goals that you've set. For example, let's say you decide you want to build the habit of going to the gym. You shouldn't just start there. That's what most people do, and that's why most people quit. You have to ask yourself why. Why do you want to start working out? Why do you want to go to the gym? Look, maybe your answer is you want to get more jacked so that you increase your self-respect and your confidence. Sweet, that's cool. That is the true goal that you have. Once you have this true goal, you need to attach a more tangible outcome to it. So let's say, for example, you want to gain 10 pounds of muscle over the next 12 months. That's the tangible goal. You can then reverse engineer that goal down into the habit of working out. And every day you write down your goal to gain 10 pounds of muscle over the next 12 months so that you can get more jacked and increase your self-respect and confidence. And every day you schedule your workout. And by doing this, you are creating meaning by turning your unconscious goal into a conscious reality, because there was a reason you wanted to build the habit of working out in the first place. You just had to figure out what it was. You remind yourself of that meaning daily by writing down your goal every single day, and you increase your accountability and likelihood of completing it by scheduling the habit. All of this adds together to help you do the damn work and build habits that stick and stop being average. My friend, as always, thank you for watching. That is it for this video. Make sure you check out this video here on how I plan my day. Click that subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.